Hey everybody, it's Alan. What's going on? And I'm here for another adventure. This time I'm at the Twin Valley Trail here in Germantown, Ohio. I'm going to be doing the 26-mile loop that takes me from Germantown Metro Park down to Twin Creek Metro Park and then back up to Germantown, back to the car. Going to do about 18 miles today on our first leg, which we'll do to a backcountry site and then finish out the rest of the hike tomorrow. It's going to be fantastic. The weather is absolutely amazing. It is gorgeous, gorgeous. It is like 55 right now, sunny, perfectly beautiful. It's going to get up to like 70, 78 today, I think. Couldn't ask for better. No rain till late tomorrow night, so hopefully we should be long gone, way out of here before the rain hits. So just amazing. I'm super excited for this hike. I have done this trail before as a day hike. I literally did the whole thing in a whole entire day, and that was pretty miserable. It's a gorgeous trail, but it can be challenging in parts, and there is a stretch of road walk that we have to do. It kind of sucks. It goes through a neighborhood, and then you have to do a bike path, and unfortunately that's just part of the connector that you have to take between the two parks. But within the parks themselves, the parks are absolutely gorgeous. Go through all kinds of different terrain. We go through some pretty old woods, you go through prairies, you go through floodplains, all kinds of amazing stuff. So it's pretty cool to see. And the fall colors are starting to pop right now, so we're getting a little bit of color. First day of October, so it's to be expected, but super pretty. I think it's going to be really, really gorgeous out here. Just very excited. Almost hit a deer on the way here. So there's a lot of wildlife around this area. It's just a gorgeous area. This park is one of my absolute favorites near me. It's absolutely fantastic. So super excited. Now I'm just waiting on my buddy Kevin to get here, and he and I are going to be hitting the trail here shortly. All right, Kevin is here. How's it going, buddy?
It's going great.
All right.
Very happy to be here with our alternative outdoor experience.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. So I don't know if you've already recorded the message for folks about just what prompted this hike in the first place.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, so Dayton area has a wonderful event most years called the Outdoor Experience Festival, sponsored by the local metro parks, but last year's was canceled because of COVID-19. And I think in late April this year, they decided they were going to cancel this year's as well. So yeah. As soon as I heard the news, I decided, well, I'm going to have to do something on the start of that weekend anyway. So it's always the first weekend in October. And we decided we were going to have our own version of an outdoor experience. So here we are.
And we're going to have more fun than we would with that.
That is precisely right.
Yeah. Okay, so Kevin and I are now on the connector portion. It was 2 miles from the car to here. It's about 2 miles, something like that.
Yeah.
And went fast. That flew by, actually. So now we're on the, what I call kind of the, not boring, but just the easy paved section. We'll be on a bike path for a while. We will actually go through a neighborhood. Kind of road walking stuff, but it's okay. It's still beautiful out here, gorgeous. And then we'll hit Twin Creek Metro Park, which we will get back into the woods and the hills and the dirt. It'll be fun.
Even the Appalachian Trail has road.
Yeah. Okay, so we just dipped back into the woods here, and we're heading, I don't know if we're not in Twin Creek yet, I don't think. Maybe we are. But we're off the road, which is nice. Super pretty today. Weather's gorgeous, perfect. Just very, very pleasurable, very nice. Yeah, the horse farm. All right, we just entered Twin Creek, and now we're at the crossroads where we're going to do basically a loop. We're trying to determine which way to go. Preferably, I think my call is we hit all the hills to start, and then we come downhill. I mean, I don't know. It may not be that hilly, but from what I remember, this is a pretty hilly park. Use it. Yeah.
There's a place in the East Bay called the Chabot Space and Science Center, and they would have like
So pretty.
on a lot of the same things that hummingbirds feed on,
Oh.
but they don't fear it.
Oh.
So they're not going to be disturbed. Are we sure that people didn't just create it as a canard?
It might be a big joke, but oh my gosh. Yeah.
If it starts to get sore at that point, then I'll one arm it. One arm it with the right, use the trekking pole in my left, and just take my time.
Somewhere back along here is what's called the Hopewell earthwork, and it's basically an earthwork by the Hopewell culture that lived back in here. They made these mounds, I guess to honor their dead, or I'm not sure what all the reasoning was behind them, but these are about several thousand years old, and pretty neat. They're hard to find now. They're about 3 to 4 feet high, but they're covered by forest duff and trees, and kind of difficult to find at this point, but they are here, and it's pretty neat. These historical archaeological earthworks back here in the woods. So we've gone about 9 miles ish, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little less at this point. So we're about halfway back to Cedar Ridge. So we're doing really good, about 2.5 mile per hour pace, so doing pretty well. Doing occasional stops here and there, just to kind of take things in and, not rush it. Look at this. Old Scout. stage, I guess. The scout is reverent. I guess this was like a chapel. So we are in the old Camp Hook, which is an old scout camp area. I don't know, in the early 1900s, I think. Really cool area. Super neat.
It's kind of neat, especially from here where you can see through this stump of tree in a couple different spots.
Oh yeah.
Check that out.
Wow. That's cool. Okay, we're a little bit past the 13-mile mark, headed back up the Twin Creek Trail, back to the connector, which will take us back to Cedar Ridge campsite for the night. Gorgeous hike, gorgeous day, super warm. The sun is actually hot, but it's beautiful. And man, just couldn't ask for better weather, honestly. Perfect.
Is it everything I thought it would be?
And more.
Yeah, I mean, it's so otherwise I would probably be on a conference call right now at my desk in the home office and putting in a couple more hours.
Yeah.
Nose to the grindstone for the man, and instead I'm out here enjoying nature, having great conversation, breathing fresh air. So yeah, absolutely happy.
Awesome. I'm trying very hard to not look at my phone, even though I have full service out here today. So far, nobody's really bugged me except my wife. It's been great. Saw an old friend I used to work with. He lives along one of the houses along the trail. Absolutely crazy. Total crazy coincidence. It's been a really cool day. Looking forward to getting to camp and having some chicken pho from my friends at Good to Go Meals. It'd be awesome.
I had never seen anything like it.
Now you want one.
I don't have any place to store it.
Yeah, that's a problem.
And I don't need sleeping space for...
So we're back on the road portion, the connector. We just left Twin Creek. This is a really sucky part of this trail. You have to pass this gravel pit, this aggregate place. It's just really dusty. And there's really not a defined path. You're just basically road walking with semis blowing past you. Kind of sucks. But it's not very long, so that's a good thing. And we should be back on that bike path a little bit. So that's cool. Having a great day. Awesome time. A lot of fun. All right, so we made it to our site, Site A, here at Cedar Ridge, and not a moment too soon, honestly. About 18 miles, a little over 18, I think, honestly. Somewhere around mile 14 or so, 15, I started getting really bad hot spot on my right foot. Bad, like the whole underside of my foot just started burning like it was in a fire, like I was stuck in hot coals. I'm scared to take my shoe and sock off because I'm scared to see the blister that's there, but I know that there's a serious blister going on. So I'm gonna have to treat that, tape it, try to fix it. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing the additional 8 miles tomorrow. If I'm in too much pain, there's no way. I don't know. Well, we'll see. Tomorrow's another day. We'll deal with that. And for now, gonna get the tent set up. Gonna sit here, chill, relax. I'm gonna take some ibuprofen and wait for Kevin to get back. He had to go back to the car and get his pack. He didn't carry his pack the whole 18 miles today. Meanwhile, get the tent going. So let's do that. So despite the little bit of road noise, it's pretty quiet back here. Just some birds, some crickets. It's beautiful, beautiful. I'm gonna take a look at this foot. I'm scared to look at it, to be honest with you. I'm afraid of what I'm gonna find. And I realized I just used my pole to make my tent set up, and my loco tape is on my pole. I'm not taking that tent apart. Let's take a look. Now, there's my big ugly foot. I don't see anything as far as blisters go. It looks kind of just like swamp foot. It's real damp and shrivelly. I'm just going to let it air out and recuperate. Thank goodness I'm not hiking anymore today. I've done 20 plus mile days before and not had this problem, so I don't know what's going on. Foot no like TVT. I get it, foot. I abused you today. Sorry, feet. What an absolutely gorgeous day, though. You know what Kevin said. Normally this would be the Midwest outdoor adventure experience that we have, and I've seen this weekend. I've camped during that adventure experience, the outdoor experience. I've camped it many years in a row, and I've had a whole range of weather this time of year. October 1st through 3rd. It could be 75, 80 degrees and perfectly clear like it is today. It could be 40 and raining, which I've seen. A whole range of weather conditions. So we really were blessed today on this trail. Any amount of pain is worth it, in my opinion, to be out here and to get to enjoy this, to get to not have to be at work today and just enjoy these woods, because it's something else. I mean, just something everybody should do. Everybody should do this. So my legs are pretty sore. They kind of hurt. And I was rummaging through my med kit and I found this. A packet of muscle relieving gel. What? Didn't even know I had this, honestly. You know, it would pay to check my med kit more than once a year. So I'm going to put this stuff on my legs and see what happens. It's kind of exciting. Well, Kevin is not far out. He just texted me. I have full LTE service here, so he just texted me and said he's making really good time, which is awesome. So literally just hanging. Got everything set up. Got the tent all set up. Yes, I'm using a tent this time. Got the pad in it. Got the quilt out. Letting it kind of fluff up. Everything should be good to go. So that's exciting. Won't have to worry about that. And when Kevin gets here, he can set up. I try to give him a few options over here, and then hopefully we'll have a little bit of a common area here in the middle where we can cook dinner and stuff. But these are small campsites. These are tiny. I mean, they're meant for like 2 tents max. The other thing that's annoying about these back country sites is there are no fires allowed. None whatsoever. Even though we're in the middle of the Midwest, where everybody has a fire when they camp. I mean, that's just kind of what you do in the Midwest. And I don't really see the reasoning behind it, even if it's an LNT thing. I just don't see it. Put some permanent fire rings back here so people don't have any excuse. I don't know, maybe they don't want the litter that comes with fires, because a lot of people do throw their trash in fires, but at the same time, the road is literally right there. So I haven't found any trash in the site at all, so it's pretty easy to pack up and carry it out. They could come in here and clean these up. We did see a segment of the trail earlier today, and I actually marked it in Gaia, where there was just all kinds of trash. It looked like it was kind of like a wash and like a seasonal stream kind of thing, and it looked like it had washed all this trash down in it, and all this trash had collected right by the trail. So there was like bottles and just all kinds of junk. And then on the other side of that, there was actually a fender to a car. Like, how the heck did that get there? But yeah, so I tagged that spot, and I'm going to send it to Five Rivers Metro Parks and tell them, you guys really need to come down here and get this cleaned up. You know, organize a trail cleanup day or something. I'll come down and help clean it up. But for crying out loud, that's the last thing you want to see when you come out here. There's a bunch of trash. No trash. All the sounds of nature. Yeah, you're definitely not far from the road. So I am all good to set up for the night in there. Got everything ready. Freaking pad, quilt, everything's good to go. Got my phone charging. I have a new piece of gear to show you guys that I'm going to use for lighting tonight. Kevin's over there. He's going to set up on one of the other sites. He ended up booking all three because we weren't sure how many people we were going to have tonight. So we're going to spread out. Why cram into this one little pad? So he's going to sleep over there. He's going to come back over here and we're going to cook together and have dinner together, and then we're probably both going to crash because it's been a long day and we are tired. So I have a new piece of gear tonight for cooking. BRS titanium stove. There it is. Look how small that thing is. So tiny. I had a lot of trepidation about this for a long time and was like, I don't know how I feel about, you know, a $15, $16 stove, but super light. I've tested it at home quite a bit. Seems to work great, so that's what I'm relying on. Now this is one, here's one part about it. Look at this. The legs are so loose. You don't get that with MSR or other stoves, but that's okay. That's not a deal breaker. I mean, as long as it's sturdy and holds my pot, then that's all I really care about. Just gonna heat my water up. That's all I do with them anyways. So for dinner tonight, I have good to go chicken pho. This is a good one. I like it a lot. And I brought a little extra kick. This is crushed up Thai chilies that I grew in my garden, and I made like a chili powder out of it. Just a couple pinches because this crap is hot. But you know, this is already a spice meter of pretty high, 2 out of 3. So it's a pretty hot, spicy food as it is. But I just felt like I wanted to give it a little bit more kick. I like spicy food, so should be fun. Kevin has his first good to go meal with him, so it's the first time he'll ever be trying one of these. So I'm curious to see what he thinks of the pad thai. That's one of my favorites, and just good stuff. Just waiting for him to finish setting up camp and his tent, and then he'll come over and we'll do dinner here.
And I've got my lovely, supposedly scent lock trash bag here that I'm using for hauling everything.
Supposedly.
Yeah, supposedly.
Well, good morning everybody. How's it going? Had a pretty good night's sleep. Only woke up once, heard that pack of coyotes. It was very, very close. Just kind of enjoyed some of the forest sounds throughout the night there, but slept good. I was warm and comfy and pretty nice night. So now I'm just gonna get up and we have about 7-8 miles to finish today. I'm gonna wrap this foot because it feels better, but still hurting a little bit. So get up, make some coffee, have a little breakfast, and start the day. Drinking some Peruvian fresh ground coffee that I got at Aldi. It's pretty good. Kevin is trying the Twisted River pour-overs packets, Highlander Grog, I believe, right?
This is the Columbia.
Oh, Columbia. Okay. He's doing the Columbia. He said it's good.
It's good.
He likes it. He likes it. He likes it.
It tastes better than the Folgers instant crystals that I've typically used in the past, that's for sure.
That's not saying much for Twisted River.
Sorry. No, it's delicious.
It was much better than Folgers.
Now rehydrated, it looks like.
Yeah, it's good to go granola meal. That looks good
some
too.
Almonds in it. It's got some sunflower seeds, maybe, pumpkin seeds.
Wow.
What do they have? Let's check out the ingredients
Not your
rather than my
typical
guessing what
granola.
all this stuff is. Rolled oats, diced figs, almonds, maple syrup, honey, dried blueberries, raw pumpkin seeds.
Fancy.
Yeah, pecans.
Good to go granola. All right, so all packed up, ready to go, coffeeed up, ate some food, feel good. Taped up my feet, Luco taped all my hot spots. Feel pretty good, so hopefully I can last another 9 miles today. I was pretty banged up yesterday, but yeah, so I'm gonna go over and get Kevin and get on the trail. It's about 9 a.m. and doing good. We're gonna stop by the cars because we go right past our vehicles and offload a bunch of this junk that I don't need. Like, I don't need to lug my tent all around all day and all that stuff, so it'll be good. Looking forward to it. Goodbye campsite. Goodbye amazing leaning tree. Look at that thing. Okay, so we are back at the parking area, back to our cars. We're dropping off all our heavy overnight gear because we do not need it. So to finish out the loop, we're going to be doing super light. It's going to be great. Kevin has a few leftover donut holes from yesterday morning's breakfast, so those are awesome. Feeling very good right now. Whew. Weather's gorgeous. Yeah, this is awesome. My feet still feel good, which is nice. Luco tape is the way to go. Whew. Kevin looks like he's getting ready to take off on a trail run on me. He's gonna smoke me.
Now that I'm down to a base weight of 2 pounds or less, yeah.
See you back at the car.
Yep.
Okay, so we just came up one of the steepest hills on this segment. We're knocking out all the big stuff first, and then the backside's not nearly as up and down, but yeah, it's a workout. Beautiful morning again. Absolutely awesome out here. Man, what a day. Whew. So we are at the visitor center. We're about halfway through our hike for today. We're making good time, and they do have water in there and restrooms, but a mask is required, and neither one of us have any kind of face covering, so can't top off our water there. So it's all right. Got plenty of water for now. So yeah, just beautiful, beautiful hike, gorgeous day, man, perfect. Okay, we are continuing along, getting ready to do the Manning Road walk here. We just went through this really cool tall grass prairie here. Making really good time. What are we about? 7 miles now, something like that?
6.5 miles.
6 and
2.5 miles per hour.
yeah, so doing well. Whew. All right, everybody, and just like that, we're back at the parking lot, and we're done. 9 miles today, so what, 27-ish miles?
Yeah.
Well, more for you, more for
Yeah.
him, but yeah, we knocked this thing out in a day and a half. We did great time, and we even saw some great stuff. Stopped and took our time, and it was fun.
Yeah.
So
breaking up the TVT into 2 days was definitely the more comfortable way to do it.
yeah, much more fun than the TVT challenge, I have to say. But all right, anything else?
No, thanks for having me.
Thanks for taking me, man.
Yeah,
It's
this
been
was
great.
fun.
Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. Talk to you later.